Okay, so this is going to be the quick start and to start a cook using the web app. Okay, let's just start from the beginning here. So we're going to power on the controller by pulling on the toggle switch and moving it to the on position right here. And I've already did a video on this if you look at the previous quick start, this one right here, starting a cook using the front panel, I actually show you how to pull on this switch, but most people can figure that out. Okay, the next thing we want to do is launch a web browser. Okay, and I'm using Firefox right here. Let me go ahead and reset it. See, okay, so we launched a web browser. You can use Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or whatever your favorite one is, and you enter the IP address. Now the IP address we also looked at in a video, scanning for IP addresses. So if you look for the video Wi-Fi config and IP address, you'll see how to get the IP address. But it's pretty simple. You just go to the menu by clicking the knob, scroll down to config, and hit enter, and you'll see the IP address. So you get the IP address, and you want to enter that IP address in the web browser, this side right here, in the address bar. Okay, and you just like you see it on the controller, you just plug it right in there, hit enter. Okay, and it'll load this up right here. Yours won't have the password. This Firefox saved the password on this. The default password is Muxall, M-U-X-A-L-L. And if you forget it, it's right here. So you type that in right here and you're good to go, and hit login. Okay. And also tells you right here in the user's manual. And you can also get more details on logging into the web app later in the manual. And there'll also be a video on that. But it's pretty simple. Okay, and this just right here just shows you exactly what I showed you. The IP address can be found in the front config panel. Now, granted, this example right here is using a 165 address, and we're using a 150. But if you watch the previous quick start video, you'll see that 150 address. Anyway, so now the last step you have to do is you scroll all the way down to the bottom and hit start. Okay. And you can scroll all the way back up to the top, and you can see the barbecue is in Ignite Fire. All right. Now, one of the things it didn't put in this quick start manual, right, or quick start for the web app, that was in the other quick start was setting the temperature. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it real quick. And I didn't put it in the manual because there's going to be a whole section on these profiles, and I just wanted to show you the simplest way to start your grill using the web app is what I just showed you. So if you want to change the temperature, so the default temperature is 180, and it is going to sit there because it defaults with this hold checked. It's going to sit there at 180 forever unless you change it or uncheck this hold right here. Okay, without getting into the profiles, that's going to be another video. If you want to change the temperature to say like 225, you can just enter in 225 right there. Come down here, hit enter save. Don't forget to hit the enter save. And you can scroll back up to the top. Well, it's still in Ignite Fire state, but you will see that, so now it'll actually, when it gets to profile 1, you will see that it will change this, where is it? Target chamber temp right here to 225. And by the way, if you're wondering what Ignite Fire means, this is exactly what it says it's doing. As it's igniting the fire, it turned on the igniter rod or hot rod, whichever you want to call it, and it is running the auger at a duty cycle of 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Ignite Fire state is not temperature dependent. It just makes sure there's enough fuel in the fire pot to ignite, and that's why it runs this fixed duty cycle. Okay? Okay, you can see that Ignite Fire is over. It's in the run state now. And you can see it's now on profile 1. You can ignore this right here because we have the profile held down here. Okay. And you can see the target chamber temperature is 225 Fahrenheit. And this is the actual temperature right here. And just like on the front panel, you can do the same thing in the web app. If you want to change the temperature on the front panel, you just turn the knob here. You can just type it in. So you can just say 300. Okay, then come down here and hit enter save. All right. Then you come back up here and give it a second, and you'll see it will update it to 300. Ta-da! And that's it. This is the easiest way and the quickest way to get started using the web app. Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store.